My name is Ragg of Mole Valley Farmers. Mole Valley are one of 7 members of the Silage Advisory Centre. I want to spend a couple of minutes talking about grassland management for silage. Grass is obviously the key constituent. A lot of people think as long as it's green it's grass, but what we need is high quality grass. So what we're trying to advise is farmers to look at their soil to start with. Soil test their fields for pH and lime status to make sure that's okay. Probably the ideal pH is somewhere between 6 and 6.5 for grassland. Also to soil test for main nutrients, phosphate and potash, to make sure that those levels are at least satisfactory, which are 2 index and 3 is good index. But if we did a soil analysis and found they were sort of 0-0, which means they'd be deficient, the crops would obviously be very poor and thin and light. So what we're talking about is basically getting really good quality but sufficient quantity as well on farm to feed all the stock that need to be fed over the winter period. As far as pH and fertility is concerned, that needs to be adequate levels. The next driver for silage production is nitrogen. Nitrogen can obviously be gained from the soil that's in the soil profile, also from clovers that fix nitrogen naturally, bagged fertiliser, and also slurries and manures. So there's a careful balance needed to get the right amount of nitrogen on the crop and not overdo the amount of nitrogen. Over time, grass sward tends to deteriorate. So after about 5 years of age, the percentage of perennial ryegrass in the sward gets to about 50%, and for 6 or 7 years it's below 50%. So that's the time to look at reseeding, either conventionally or by overseeding new grass seeds into the mixture. This will allow much improved quality in silage. The other thing that can be important in terms of improving quality is weed control in the silage layers. Here you can obviously see docks are one of the main problems on farms. So if you've got, say, 10% dock cover on farm, you're losing 10% of your yield, and it's also having a detrimental effect on quality as well. When it comes to making the good quality silage, the cutting date is so key that you need to formulate a very good conversation with your contractor to make sure he's there on time at the cutting date you want, and you've got all the processes in line, all your silage sheets ordered, ready to put on the silage clamp, and make the best size you possibly can to reduce the amount of brought in feed.